Hi, I'm Kuang Chuan from Lenovo Malaysia. You are watching the weekly review on channel 127 UniFi.
Hello and thank you for tuning in to the weekly review. I'm Siti Noorhafizzuddin and we are now in the emerging economies segment where we highlight the nation with a developing economic environment. So let's move our view to the other side of the world that covers the majority of the world community. Well, that is such a big market, isn't it? Well, Syria, as an example, have a lot of opportunities for the investors to put some colors in their investments. So Weekly Review's Mohamed Noorhafizzuddin talks to Third Secretary of the Syrian Embassy in Malaysia, Sulaf Ibrahim, where she said that there is nothing to worry about or fear about Syria, as the country is the gateway to the European market due to its strategic location. Let's have a look.
Well, Syria economy is a multi-resource economy based on industry, tourism, trade and services, in addition to oil sector, which has witnessed recently developments in gas and oil extraction. As the most special thing about Syria is its strategic location. Syria is a mild Mediterranean. Syria enjoys a mild Mediterranean climate suitable for the establishment of a large-scale industry projects. That strategic location in West Asia, on the east side of the Mediterranean Sea, gives it, in the commercial terms, it's a crossroads between three continents, which are Asia and Africa, Europe. So this is very strategically located commercial term. I will give you a brief about the nature of the economical system in Syria. In Syria, Syrian economic is based on the economical pluralism, where public sector monitors and supervises the other strategic key sectors, which are the private sector and joint sector, which both also they contribute a lot with the measure of the economical sectors in Syria. Briefly, the main sectors of in Syria are manufacturing, electronical appliance, food processing for olive and olive oil, weaving, handicraft industries. We have also tourism. Tourism is a very active sector, as Syria is a very rich, historically rich country. It's full of shrines and sites going back in time to the Christian and Islamic eras. So also services, transit according to the strategic location we talked about, and seaports on the Mediterranean Sea, which connects the countries of Middle Asia, like Iraq and stuff, to the Mediterranean Sea with pipes and other things.
Okay. So between Malaysia and Syria, so what is the economic ties between? Could you describe a bit?
Well, the diplomatic relations between Malaysia and Syria, they started in 1958. Syria and Malaysia enjoys friendly, fraternal and historical relations based on mutual respect and cooperation. Well, unfortunately, our economical ties don't match to our political and diplomatic relations. But therefore, this is why we're looking forward to enhance this cooperative and make it more rich. We have many laws, so we can enhance the confidence of the foreign investors in Syria, Malaysians and non-Malaysians, of course. So I will give you a hint. I will give you headlines about the facilitations and how to facilitate the projects for the foreign investor, how we enhance their confidence in the country. First of all, we have many laws to protect foreign investors. They give them many privileges. Start counting. I will give examples. I can't count everything because this will be a long speech, long economical interview, I believe. But foreign investors have a full access of the ownership of their projects and revenues without any intervention from any side in Syria. And the licensed foreign investors and projects are not subjected to confiscation or expropriation as well. And they have a full right of retransfer their revenues and their profits outside of the annual profits and revenues outside of the country. And they have also a full right of transferring their capital. The capital holder, they have a full right to transfer the capital abroad, outside of the country, after 6 months of the entry date to the country, if it's a compelling reason. And after all, we ensure the holder of the capital to enter cash, machinery, equipment, and deposit into their accounts for foreign currency. This is briefs. I'm briefing of the facilities. This all also was given to the Malaysian investors who came to invest in Syria. Like example, we have Exim Bank. Exim Bank is financing the rehabilitation, upgrading of the existing passenger terminal building and roads, car parkings, and parking add-on at Damascus International Airport. It's a very huge project and is still until now under processing and going on. And speaking of which, I would like to invite the Malaysian investors to look for chances in the country to invest to invest more. Especially, we have opportunities in infrastructure projects, especially in transportation, both land and air. So the country is totally open to the investors. Especially speaking that Syria is heading west. We're heading. Syria is heading east. Towards eastern countries, especially our Asian friends and brothers in Asia. So from Capital TV, I would like to invite them to go to Syria and to explore the opportunities of investing.
Okay, Ms. Sulaf, how about the goods trade between Malaysia and Syria?
The goods. Major Malaysian exports in Syria, according to the references I have, is yarn, which is 42.3% of the exports to Syria, wood products, which is 12% of the exports to Syria, chemical and chemical products, 8.3% of the total exports to Syria, transportation equipment 6.5, and palm oil 6.3. Major Malaysian imports from Syria, it's textile and clothing, it's 12.8%, processed foods 6.3%, and vegetable oil 3.5%. This is the major exports and imports between the two countries.
Okay, so how about you have referred about the incentive that giving to the investors. So how what I mean is the investor from Malaysia, how much they are invest in Syria currently?
This is a good question, really. I don't have an accurate estimations, but what I know, it's a quite good. It's a quite good, and it's amounted to something maybe amounted to 200 million USD. Maybe I'm not quite sure because I don't have accurate numbers, exact calculation or accurate numbers amounted, but it's good.
Yeah. Okay. What are the the plan of Syria in strengthening the relation, the trade relation between Malaysia and Syria? Actually, I have read one of the journal that Malaysia and Syria have ties lots of agreement due to investors. So
That's true.
so is there a future plan for Syria and Malaysia to strengthening the relation, the trade relation and economic relation?
Yes, there are a few agreements on on more than one field or sector: economical one, political ones, economical ones, cultural ones. There are still binding agreements. We're still on a process for them to get it to be accomplished and done. Like, let's say, last year we witnessed the visit of our Deputy Prime Minister for Economical Affairs. He held more than conference here in the attendance of the Malaysian Syrian Business Council and the Syrian Malaysian Business Council to invite Malaysian investors to invest in Syria. And already we have the current signed economic cooperation agreements. We have a trade cooperation agreement signed in 2003. We have investment cooperation agreement signed in 2009. We have air transport service agreement signed in 2002 as well. There are tourism cooperation agreements between two countries. Syria has participated many times in the Malaysian international tourism fairs, and in addition to all that, there are existing cooperation between the private sectors of the two countries and businessmen. That cooperation resulted the formation of the Malaysian Syrian Business Council and the Syrian Malaysian Business Council.
Okay. In Malaysia, we got the exhibition of Halal Hub and for the halal product. So is there a plan for Syria? I think it's a very good chances when Syria, if Syria joined the Halal Hub exhibition. So maybe it's a good opportunity. Is there a plan of exporting more products, more halal products to Malaysia, between Malaysia and Syria?
Well, this is a very good cooperation channel between the two countries for the halal products. Especially, as I told you before, Syria has a very strategic location, very close to Europe, where it can be a hub for the halal products in order to export them again to the Muslims. The Muslims residents in Europe, the Muslim population in Europe, especially in the east of Europe, and that would be that Malaysia can benefit Syria from its strategic location, close to Europe and close to Africa as well, and Syria can also benefit the Malaysian unique experiment when it comes to halal industry.
Okay, I think that's all for the question. So until then,
It was nice interviewing you, Hafiz. You're welcome anytime in the Syrian Embassy. And I would like to thank you for the interview. I would like to thank you that you are interested to let the Malaysians know more and more about Syrian economic. And for the third time, I would like to address these Malaysian investors. Please don't hesitate to contact the embassy regarding any of the investing ideas you have in Syria. Syria is a promising land, a promising strategic location where you can look for a good opportunity to invest your money. And as I told, you're welcome anytime.
Well, that was very interesting indeed, and that was the third Secretary of the Embassy of Syria in Malaysia, Sulaf Ibrahim. Now, don't forget to send us your feedback on the show at our Facebook page, facebook.com/weeklyreviewcapital. You can see all the tagline down there, facebook.com/weeklyreviewcapital. So we are taking a short breather now. We'll be right back after these messages. Stay tuned with us.